Dum-ba-da-dum. Howdy, welcome to BanjoBenClark.com. This is your home for learning how to play the guitar, the mandolin, and obviously the banjo. Today I've got the old trusty McPherson, my favorite guitar, especially for finger picking style like this. Okay, this is kind of Travis style, maybe Chet Atkins type stuff where we've got this right hand bass line going on while we're playing the melody with the rest of our fingers. Pretty cool, okay? I want you to, if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, here in a little while I'll ask you to go over to my website, BanjoBenClark.com. You can download the tab. I've got actually two different PDF files over there. I've got one where we have some left-hand fingerings marked out for our pinkies to make it a little easier, and that's what we'll learn with here on the video. And then there's another PDF file that's just the straight tab with no markings on it in case that distracts you, okay? And of course I have the TEF file over there as well. So let's dive into just a closer walk with E in the key of C. We're going to learn it all the way through, and then I've got another video there on the site where we play the whole thing through very slowly from start to finish. Just a closer walk with E. We're going to play it in C, and we're going to use our first three fingers. Okay, so we've got our thumb and we've got our first two fingers. And one way to help you kind of learn this is to think of your thumb as kind of a separate entity. Okay, now I have here in the tab all of your right hand fingerings labeled. You'll also see those little green squares around the notes. Those are notes that your left hand pinky is going to play. Okay, I just thought that I would help you out with some of the left hand fingering there, and we'll talk more about that as we go. But getting back to what I was talking about with the thumb being its own entity, one thing that you can do to help you learn this is go through and just learn the thumb part first, okay? Because what it's going to be doing is doing this, for the most part, doing this alternating bass line, okay? So I know that whenever I get my thumb learned and have it kind of on cruise control, automatic mode, then I can work on getting the other stuff. Okay. The other thing I'd like to say before we dive in is that we want to keep the melody in mind. Okay, so that we want to play those notes a little louder than the other ones. So let's talk about this. We've got three little pickup notes coming in. I like to first start out with my ring finger down there on the 3rd fret and my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. Pick those together, and then for your next one, we're going to just slide it with our middle finger and then play the open A string with it. And then I'm kind of in position to grab this next one, which I'm going to use my ring finger on the 4th fret of the D string and reach down with my index finger and grab the 2nd fret of the A string. Okay, so that first measure sounds like this. Now if that's too tough for you, just do the top notes, and that'll be just fine. But then when we get into measure 2, go ahead and get in a C position, a regular C position. And as I said, sometimes it's easier to learn your thumb first, but we're going to do this alternating thumb pattern. And what we're going to have to do is move our ring finger of our left hand from the 3rd fret on the A string down to the 3rd fret on the E string halfway through the measure. Okay. Have that little 1st fret of the G string sticking in there on the and of 3. Okay, this is a very syncopated arrangement. Okay, so measures 1 and 2 together sound like this. Cool. Good. Now go back to your C position for measure 3. Except we're going to start off with our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and we're going to pull off. So we're going to play this note, and this note all at one time on the first beat, and then pull off. If that's too tough for you to get to, don't worry about that top 1st fret on the B string. You could just go. That's what measure 3 sounds like. Now the last part of measure 3 is when we're going to start stretching a little bit and using our pinky, as you can see there. So I'm going to reach and grab with my pinky the 4th fret of the D string. And then while your pinky's there,